Fanny Smith doesn't sound very much Swiss. Fanny, let us hear about where you're coming from and how and why you became a skier doing ski cross.
So I'm being born in Switzerland. My parents this last names come from the English part of my family, and I've born in the mountains. So that's why I've been skiing from I'm 2.5 years old. My dad is a ski teacher, and that actually was my sport after school to go and ski with my brother and sister and the family. And I ended up to do ski cross because at 12 years old I did one in my hometown, Villars. They organized this race, and I just fell in love about this sport because it's a sport who is really, for me, really complete, and you have so many things. It's actually like motocross. You are 4x4, you have big jumps, roller, bank, and it's actually the first one who passed the line who wins, and for me that was what attracted me actually.
Yeah, you actually answered my second question. So you're emphasizing competing, head to head with other athletes rather than in downhill skiing, for example, it's all timing. Mm-hmm. Could you have become a good downhill skier, you think?
I think you become good in what you do if you are passionate. And I'm really passionate about my sport because you also have this aptitude about strategy. And when you are doing a ski cross, you are always thinking it's what can happen, what you have to do. And this always have that in your back of your head, the strategy of your racing. And downhill, why not? But I'm passionate about ski cross and I love it.
Yeah, passion is important in sports. And I guess the outdoor thing is important as well, being outdoor.
Yes, and I mean, it's for me to be a ski crosser or downhill or whatever. It's really about, it doesn't matter if my sport is, still growing, and I like that. I mean, I'm in my sport and I'm part about this growing part of my sport.
Yeah, that's great.
Yes.
So what separates the very best skier from the average? What makes a gold medal winner?
I think you have all type of things. You have to be in the moment. You have to work hard at the end. You never achieve something if you do nothing. So to work hard, to always trying to do your best, to always improve in everything what you could do. In ski cross there is many options. You have the start, the technique, then your body needs to be fit. Nutrition, mental is the most important in my part, I think. And you have just to be really consequent in what you do.
Fanny, later today, you and your personal coach, Philippe Clement, and I will discuss eccentric training, eccentric strength training. How does that come in? How does that relate to ski cross?
Yeah, it's really well because I mean in my sport we all have, we have eccentric kind. If you see straight a video, when we land some jumps, when we have turns, we have in the bank, we have a lot of compressions. But at that time we have eccentric, and also it's actually to build my more efficient muscle than sometimes can happen in a race, and to also help to avoid injury.
Yeah, that makes perfectly sense. In your sport, you're trying to limit the time in the air, like how do you deal with this? This is when you hit the bump. What's the strategy when you're approaching the bump? You're thinking, or of course that's in your spine, how to approach that and limit the flight
air
time.
time. So what I really actually like about ski cross is every race, every roller, every jumps are different, and we have using lot different technique. So it's always something new when you arrive on a course, and you always have to really think of which strategy is the best at that time. So example, some for rollers, you have to be really explosive. You have to be explosive, but also strong and flexible, if I could say, because sometimes we have our knee to the ear, and it's a lot of combination. And sometimes we actually do some pre-jump, so that we need to be explosive and strong again, because we have to pre-jumps like 1 meter before the end of the jump to just cut actually this air time. And we are not going like this, but we try to go like this.
It's interesting. You mentioned eccentric overload training as a potential asset to limit or reduce the risk of injury. I know you have experienced some serious knee injuries yourself.
Yes.
We talked about this before. You said the hard part was the mental recovery.
So I got 2 physical injury, 1 knee injury, and at that time the surgeon, when he made the operation, came back in the room and he was telling to me, yeah, you know what, I'm not pretty sure that you could still do your sport. And I was, in my back of my head, had this little voice saying, you man, I'm gonna tell you that you are wrong. And the year after, I won a World Champ medal, I won the overall World Cup crystal globe. And yes, about this, it's actually physical injury. You are surrounded with good people, you work hard, you are disciplined, and you listen to your body and you come back. And you have to trust yourself. But then I experiment a mental injury back to 2014 after the Olympic Games. I was looking for an Olympic medal, but I actually made a big mistake during my run, and it's ended up that I didn't went in final, and everything's calmed down. I didn't get injured physically, but mentally I was really broken. And to come back from this, that was a hard work, because I had to find back all my confidence.
So yeah, that's interesting. So what you're saying is this is more of it's not you in your back of your head. You're not thinking re-injury or another ACL gone. You didn't mention the injury you had, but you had the ACL, both ACLs. Or?
I got ACL from the left knee, the inside ligament, and the 2 meniscus. So it was quite a lot. Yeah. But after that, we took time to recover with my trainer, and I get back confident about my body. And the more important at time, that I remember what my coach told me. They say, great, we are really focused on your recovery knee, so the left one, but don't forget your right one. still talk to him saying, well, I'm not leaving you because, and so because sometimes they say it and you have 50% chance to broke then the other one. And lucky me, it didn't happen, and I'm now really, I don't feel any difference.
Well, Fanny, I think we have many issues that we could discuss, and we're going to proceed today with more hands-on stuff. But before I thank you for coming here, I'd like to bring up your Red Bull Association. You're part of a big international network sponsored by Red Bull. Many famous athletes, big teams, and of course right now we're in Barcelona, Catalonia, and Marc Marquez, the motorcyclist, is probably the most famous, popular athlete in Catalonia, up with Messi for sure. So my question is, while visiting Barcelona, you had a chance to meet with Marc, your teammate.
I wish I could, but as you know, athletes have crazy calendar and planning. Sometimes it's happened. That's what is cool about this collaboration, is that with other Red Bull athletes, we met and we are completely with other sports, and we can talk about a lot of things, a lot of ideas and things like that. But maybe next time that I come in Barcelona, I'm gonna see them.
Yeah, I think it's a wonderful thing to have athletes from so many sports and from all around the world under the same umbrella.
I think, yeah, really, and it's lucky to be part of it. And I mean, it's all really professional in their sport.
Well, Fanny, thank you very much for coming here. It was a pleasure to have you here. But we're gonna have some more activities today. But I hope to see you again, and good luck with the season, next season, and the future.
Thank you.
Thank you.